Microbiology of milk is an important field that has got lots of applications because milk is highly nutritious medium for the growth of microorganisms, as well as it has got an ideal pH for the microbes to thrive. That makes milk an ideal medium for the microorganisms to grow. These microorganisms can enter into milk right from the milking environment, from the animals, as well as from the milk handlers. Whereas refrigeration of milk soon after milking improves the keeping quality of milk, and the milk can have a longer shelf life. Otherwise, it doesn't have a very long shelf life. It can spoil within few hours after milking. The microbes in the milk can be divided into two groups: non-pathogenic bacteria that do not cause any disease but do spoil the milk, and the second category is pathogenic microorganism that causes certain diseases in humans. If we talk about the non-pathogenic bacteria, there is a group of different bacteria in the microflora that actually comes from Pseudomonas species, Flavobacterium, alkaligens, fungi, etc. So this is a huge variety of these microorganisms which are present in milk. Some of these microbes are called as psychotroph. Psychotroph means the microbes that can grow at lower temperatures, such as refrigeration temperature. So they can grow at the temperature of 5 degrees centigrade. That is the refrigeration temperature. So that would mean that if you have got more psychotroph in our milk, it would even spoil in the refrigerated setup. Spoilage of refrigerated milk would produce bitter taste, rancid flavors, and sometimes fruity flavors are produced by spoilage of milk. If we talk about the sources of these microorganisms, they do come from the milking animal itself. During the process of milking as well, it does contain a large number of microorganisms, such as Mycobacterium bovis that create tuberculosis, Brucella species, Coxiella, and Campylobacter. These are all pathogenic bacteria. They do cause serious disease when the milk is consumed without any treatment. So milk can be a source of these, as well as around other 16 diseases that can be caused by consuming milk which is not processed to kill these bacteria. The other source of pathogens in milk is humans. During the milking operations, these microbes can enter from hands or sneezing or coughing, such as Salmonella and Shigella. Environment is another source, is a major source of microorganisms that do enter into milk, fresh milk, and these might include like Bacillus anthracis, Clostridium perfringens, and Clostridium botulinum. These are again serious pathogenic microorganisms present in milk. While pasteurization is done, actually this pasteurization is meant to destroy all these pathogenic bacteria so that milk does not spread disease. So it does not kill 100% microorganisms, but we try to target most of the pathogenic bacteria to be killed so that the milk that is sold, it is safe for human consumption. So it would 99% of the microbes are destroyed by pasteurization process. It do not kill all the pathogenic spores and the thermophilic organisms. By thermophilic organisms, I mean the organisms that thrive at higher temperature and they are not destroyed at high temperature. If we talk about what are these thermophilic organisms, they include Bacillus, Micrococci, Lactococci, and Anthrobacter, microbacteria, chlorine bacteria. So there's a huge list of different pathogens that can be present in milk, and they can thrive the heating temperatures of pasteurization as well. So once we pasteurize milk, it would have a shelf life from 7 to 10 days, and afterwards the milk would be spoiled by the activity of microorganisms present inside the milk, because we haven't destroyed all the pathogens by this pasteurization treatment. This number of these microorganisms present in pasteurized milk, they would again depend upon environment and milk, and also the load of pathogens or non-pathogenic bacteria before the actual process of pasteurization takes place. So if we start with a very high number of microorganisms in milk, after pasteurization we still would be left with these microorganisms that can spoil the milk quite quickly. So if we talk about the number of pathogens, non-pathogenic organisms in milk, they would range from 500,000 to 30,000 organisms in milk in per milliliter of milk. But when we pasteurize this milk, this number goes down to 2,000 to 20,000 organisms per mil. So that was all about the microbiology of milk, in which we talked about pathogenic and non-pathogenic bacteria.